Hi, so sorry I look a little bit washed up, but I've had a long day, and it's usually after a long day that I come home and unwind. And I was on my Facebook, and that is what prompted me to do this video. There was something that I came across. Lately, I've been coming across a lot of craziness on social media, and it kind of makes me want to, not go on social media all that often. Now, I'm not the type of person who, will willingly watch pretty much anything on World Star Hip Hop or websites like that because I'm, quite frankly, not a violent person, and I'm not the type of person who would like to sit through violent videos or watch anybody get, beat up or hurt or anything of that nature. So, that's why I was very hesitant to watch the video that I'm going to be speaking about that you see in the title. But basically, a friend of mine had posted something in relation to that, and I didn't even want to watch the video, which was about 2.5 minutes in length. And apparently, it was of a girl getting very badly beat down. But not only that, it was over a burger. Now, that is mind boggling. That is baffling to me. I can't wrap my head around it. And I will get more into the story, but basically, I was not even able to bring myself to watch the video at first. I had just read the accompanying captions and like the blurbs that came with it, and I was just astonished to hear that this girl, she's 23, mind you, which I'm 23 also, and I can't even imagine going through, a similar situation to this. So basically, what she claims had happened was the girls beat her over the fact that she had sat on one of their burgers during a drinking game that they had been playing. She claims that she did not even sit on the burger. Of course, we can only, take what they've told us or what she tells us, what the other people tell us, and what we see in the video. Now, basically, she said during the time that she was getting beaten down, it lasted over 3 hours. They had basically held her hostage. She even said at one point they'd taken her phone from her and hid the battery and stuff like that. So basically, this is a case of her friends, which is the really like boggling part to me. There were 3 girls, 2 of which were her friends. Not just that, they were her best friends at that. And apparently, they got so driven to anger over her sitting on a burger that the 2 of them and one of their cousins beat her down. There was also a guy who was not really involved, but he was an onlooker, and he had a child with him, who I think was one of the girls' child as well, who was 3 years old, watching this entire ordeal ensue. So basically, you had like, what, 6 people? Clearly can't do math. Yeah, 6 people. And the one girl. So 1 girl plus 5 others. And basically nobody was helping her. She was defenseless. That is just, to me, I don't care whether it's over a burger or the worst thing in the world. Like, I don't think anything warrants that kind of a reaction. I can't imagine what was going through the people who beat her down's minds. Like, I don't understand what brings somebody to do that. Me, myself, I've never been a fighter. So I couldn't tell you, what it would be like. Like, I've never been in a fight to tell you whether or not I'd be able to hold my own. To be honest, like, nothing like that, ever. I mean, I can't say I've never been in a fight, but keep in mind, I'm 4'10". A lot of people, they expect that I cannot fight or hold my own. That's far from the truth. But at the same time, if you have 3 people on you, it doesn't matter how big you are, you're defenseless. And to be in that position can't be very good. So she had taken to social media, Facebook, and posted pictures of the damage that was done. And I will say it was very extensive. She had a lot of bruising and swelling. And this is a very beautiful girl. So a lot of people were saying, there might have been deeper motives behind it, which I do definitely think maybe we're not getting the full story. But some people were saying maybe they were jealous of her and, it just built up and they decided to do that to her. Which, I mean, jealousy can drive you to do crazy things. Animosity builds up when you're jealous or envious of somebody. That's a very real thing, but I don't think that could have been the only motive, especially seeing as, like, from what I can see of the girls, they don't seem to be ugly either, so that doesn't really make much sense in my eyes. In my humble opinion, I do think there was a deep-rooted issue that maybe went unresolved and maybe got built up, and maybe the, like, burger incident was the tip of the iceberg. I mean, we don't know from what I can see in photos of the girls, you know, prior to the fight, they seemed very, very close, so I'm not sure what might have driven it. But, like I said, it doesn't matter if it's the smallest thing in the world, be it like sitting on a burger or something a lot deeper than that. Nothing in my eyes warrants that type of violence. They are big, grown adults. I think they have the maturity. I'm 23 and I wouldn't resort to violence. You know, that would be the last thing on my mind. In trying to solve a problem, you know, like I'm a grown adult. There's no reason why I should throw hands or why we should need to scrap it out, you know? Even if it is a fair fight. I don't care if it's one-on-one or like being jumped as this girl was. I just think there are better ways to deal with issues. I'm also 23 and that never would cross my mind, you know? So it's mind-boggling, and I just feel so bad for the girl because not only was she physically damaged, that also has to be very, very psychologically damaged. Being beaten at the hands of anybody is, you know, psychologically damaging, but then at the hands of your own best friends, that has to do something to you. I know they say, like, keep your friends close and your enemies closer, but nowadays it's so hard to differentiate between the two. I mean, it's hard to trust people. You never know. You know, I want to say, like, surround yourself with positive people and people who have the same outlook on life as you do. But even then, I mean, like I said, it's hard to know. So, I don't know. This just scares me. It's like, the people in your life, like, are they for you or against you? I mean, this poor girl, I'll definitely be keeping her in my thoughts and my prayers, because it doesn't matter what she did or did not do, you know, at this point. It's, you know, she's been severely beaten, and there are a series of videos which I can't really make sense of. I saw little bits and pieces, but it seems like she was dressed differently in a few of them, so I'm thinking maybe over the duration of 3 hours, you know, the beating had just gone on, and maybe her clothes ended up coming off or something. Like, I mean, she was never naked or anything, but it definitely looks like she's wearing different clothing, and in one of the videos, she was literally unconscious, like, unable to block any of the punches, and one girl was just on her, pummeling her in her face, and I cannot imagine what goes through somebody's mind to be able to do that to somebody who's not even responsive. Like, what at that point are you fighting for? Like, I don't even understand. I don't know, it makes me heated, upset, and, like, just scared, like, that people have that in them. I don't know. So I just wanted to bring light to that situation because I definitely think it can be prevented. I mean, come on, people, we need to use common sense in terms of, like, what we do in order to resolve fights and stuff like that. I mean, it really doesn't have to come to this. There are people who, I mean, are dying at the hands of violence, and, like, we need to do better, basically, is what I'm saying. And, I mean, you can't prevent these things on your end if you're on the girl's end. I think her name is Myriah. I don't want to murder her name or anything like that, but it's either Myriah or Myriah, but it's spelt differently, and a lot of people say it differently, so I'm not sure. But I'm not going to post the video just because I'm not a fan of spreading violence or, you know, bringing attention to that. If you happen upon it, I mean, you can take it in if you would like. It's pretty much everywhere, so if you do see it, then that's on you. But I will post the link to the Facebook page that is bringing awareness to it. I do definitely think that she deserves justice for this. It shouldn't go unpunished. I mean, you need to take responsibility for your actions. So the girls who did this, I think, need to, you know, be punished in some way. So yeah, I just thought I would bring light to the situation. Like I said, you can go down to the link, her Facebook page, and just check it out. If you have any comments to add down below, I would love to hear it. I want to know what you think. Do you think there's any reason why these actions should be warranted or not? But yeah, let me know, and I guess just thanks for watching and hearing out what I had to say, and I will see you later.